Good black don't crack.
Hey, unless black smokes crack, and then after that, all bets are off.
Yeah, because after a while you be all drawed up.
Drawed up to the
Ah,
cross.
daddy, my dragon.
Y'all being mean.
Oh, not at all. I'm a recovering addict, so who am I gonna be mean to?
At least you've lived life. Live
Hey,
life.
Shondo.
Live life. You can't have lived and not have been alive.
Hey, he is still in the blessing
Life
business.
be boring.
Yes,
I
honey.
wouldn't take none of it back.
No.
I don't either.
Me neither.
That oil.
We couldn't if
Mm-hmm.
we wanted
I
to.
was a club kid, so I just dabbled. Club kid, house child. Oh yes, he's in a house also. FYI.
House of
Oh,
what?
we're giving all
House
those
of what?
No, because they intrigue and always want to talk to a house member.
peeps. Oh, yeah, I'm in the house of
Me a
Lanier.
house. I'm starting me a house, no matter what.
You're gonna start your house?
Absolutely.
Good deal. Houses are great.
I know.
Houses they provide structure and family for those. A lot of us in
Some need it.
this community are transient, are outcasts from our families, and the right ballroom family can help steer you in the right direction.
Amen.
Hmm.
That was a great answer. Hold that
Mhm.
answer. I want that. That's good stuff. Good
I'm gonna give
stuff.
all the good
Can I
answers
get a
now and
replay?
then
I want a
freeze once we go
replay.
live.
I know. Y'all be sitting there looking like zombies doing the show.
Oh, she did it. How about it?
Oh, Lord.
Is Bobby talking in tongues?
That's why I said, oh, Lord, are we getting carried away? No, really?
No.
I mean, that's on you if you felt it. I mean,
Is it
probably
on?
if my pay grade is too low to judge.
Okay.
That's true. Try to rise to the occasion.
Mm. Okay, what's the overall subject matter today? I didn't ask that question.
It's too late now. You got a minute before you go in.
I got a minute and a half.
Who's counting?
I'm right here on the clock. So what's the overall? What y'all want to talk about today, brothers? It's Friday. People got issues.
Do we have issues with gay men having venereal diseases?
What? The VDs?
That's not love and relationship.
They gonna have the VDs?
I'm just asking. That's a question that's like he's so promiscuous. There's a lot of stuff going around.
It is just living life, sowing your wild oats.
You said you got crabs. Did they come from the wall?
I said sowing your wild oats. I didn't say anything about crabs.
Mm.
They don't get crabs anymore.
I don't want to hear that word at this
Yeah,
moment.
they do. They still got shampoo for them things.
I don't want to hear that word anymore because I'm not in Washington D.C. and I can't get crabs here. The blue crabs. So
You can get them there.
The soft blue crabs?
It may not be the ones you want, but you can get them. They're available.
yeah, I mean I've been getting them through Cameron. They do deliver, but it's nothing like going down to the wharf and getting them.
Yeah, I'm not into eating whole crabs like that. Like it's just the reward is not there for me.
Yeah, a lot of folks say that, but you're not a Washingtonian, right?
No, no. And if that's what it takes, no, then I'm not going to be because no, the whole crab is just like why am I doing this
Most
for
Washingtonians
this?
is raised on it. As a child, you see children eating them and know how to crack them. So
Yeah, it's a whole ritual thing. Like, you get the thing and then you're like,
I got a dozen. Oh, I got the beer. Oh, I'm gonna play some spades afterwards. It's a whole shenanigan.
now when it comes to crab legs, all day long. Oh my God. Oh God. Just to break and just pull the meat. Ah. But it's so funny. I went to Martha's Vineyard, right? And I got these huge King Crab
Everybody,
Leg.
welcome to the BIPOC Happy Hour. Thank y'all for joining us again on this Friday.
You got live.
Happy Halloween.
You're not
Everybody, hopefully y'all be. I know we're not live, but we're not gonna stop either.
okay. Happy Halloween.
So welcome y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. We're gonna do this again this week, and hopefully y'all won't get hurt this weekend because we will have trick or treats going down this weekend.
So which one are you gonna be, a trick or a treat?
I'm being both. I'm starting today. It depends. I got a couple of appointments coming in this day. How about you?
I'm gonna be the scary one. I'm not a trick or a treat.
And I see we got a special guest on the phone too today.
Yes, Mr. Anthony Oates.
Hey, Mr. Anthony Oates, what's up?
What's going on? Are we live?
We're not live. The system is having a problem at this moment.
Oh, okay.
So keep going. It'll kick in.
Okay. Well, I'm great. How about yourself? How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing my libation, getting ready. It's Friday. It's right before Halloween. What y'all doing this weekend?
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Any one of y'all dressing up this weekend?
I am dressing up tomorrow. Do I know what as? No, I do not. It'll be a surprise for us both.
Cool.
I'm
So
so
Anthony, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hmm?
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, well, my name is Anthony Oakes. I am originally from North Carolina. Have you guys ever been to North Carolina?
Yes, I went to school in
I
Charlotte.
have never been that
Okay.
far.
All right, North Carolina. Yeah, we make cigarettes. So yeah, I'm from there, and I moved here about 5 years ago. And I'm a stand-up comedian. I perform all over the country, and I co-host a show called Black Think Tank with Anthony and Patrice, which airs every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live. So check it out. Our new season premiere is November the 10th. That's the Tuesday after the election. So our special guest will be none other than Marsha Warfield. So make sure you tune in.
I remember Marsha Warfield from back in the day.
I love Marsha. Marsha.
Dennis, we can't hear you.
I said, what was she in?
Marsha, I think you would probably know her for maybe Night Court.
Yeah, she was the bailiff,
Yes.
Oh.
the black bailiff.
And she's a legendary stand-up comedian as well. So
Mm-hmm.
don't forget that.
So I know you said you're a comedian, so where have you worked at? What makes you have the credentials?
Oh, credentials. Yes, pull my credentials. Well, I've also featured at the DC Improv and has been in the DC Comedy Festival for the past 2 years. I performed all over the country at the Ice House in Pasadena, at the Broadway Comedy Club in New York, the Greenwich Village Comedy Club, the West Side, all the comedy clubs in New York, basically. Yeah, and that's where I am.
Oh, cool. So you get besides your Tuesday night show, that's Tuesday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Besides your Tuesday night show, do you have any other events that you do?
Well, I produce a lot of different types of comedy shows as well. Now that everything is virtual, thanks COVID-19, I produce
Yay!
don't you just love them? No. I produce some virtual shows. One is called Gays in Space, where it's like I get some of the best LGBTQ plus comedians in the country, and they just go for about 10 minutes a piece. And then we have a headliner. The next one, I think, is November the 12th. It's going to be Violet Gray. She's an amazing comedian. And I think I have like
And this is Gays in Space.
So it's an intergalactic comedy extravaganza. So it's just us, letting people have it on Zoom. It's hilarious. You guys should really check it out.
Definitely.
And that's when?
It's November the 12th. It's the second Thursday in November.
Yeah. So, yes, I see. You heard COVID. So usually this on Fridays we talk about love and relationships. So I heard you say COVID. So how are you making it during this time? How has it affected you?
Um, COVID-19 quarantine. I don't know what it is about like being quarantined with someone. I'm not sure if you guys are like just quarantined together. I mean, considering the fact that we don't go anywhere, we still think we have it. I don't know why that is. Like, I guess because we smoke, right? We smoke weed, and some of the things after you smoke weed sound like the symptoms, like coughing and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're sitting in here toking and trying not to cough at the same time because it's a symptom, and we're just like our heads are trying to explode. It's weird. We only really hug each other to take each other's temperatures to see if we're good.
For
It,
that day. Hmm.
it's we're good friends, so we're in here tripping and laughing, and getting on each other's nerves, and all of that.
So
Yeah, I
that
know.
being that close quarters, y'all been together long enough that doesn't affect you being in that close quarters so long.
Yeah, it
And
does.
sometimes you need that space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that in every relationship. I feel like you need that space, but we have space. We can go back there and go back there.
You go to the
Go in the
bathroom.
room. Yeah, like
Go sit in the bathroom for 5 minutes. You'll be all
Hey,
right.
the bathroom is the new patio. I'm telling you, go in there and chill out, smoke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, hey, that's the
It
new
didn't take
office.
COVID to use the bathroom like that.
No, but the bathroom is the new office in 2020. Yeah, so that's a bit. We're in here, loving it up. That's pretty much it. I mean, like we're good friends, so we're just in here. It's like we're hanging out.
Yeah, two goofy individuals. Yeah, I can. If I was a fly on the wall, y'all probably had me laughing all day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's what people think. Like a lot of times we're just in here doing stuff. Like it's not a laugh parade, even though we do get our laughs in, because Kevin is the real comedian. I'm just the play comedian. He's the one that comes up with all the jokes. So
So do y'all ever work as a team and do
well,
a show or something like that?
he is, and he's also sitting right here. He is my literal. Well, he's everything in my career. He's like my manager. He's my um confidant. He's my writer. He slings out jokes here and there. And he is also a staunch critic. So he,
You got it all rolled into one.
all rolled into one. But yeah, he definitely he's my biggest supporter.
Well, I can't wait to hear your show one day. I haven't heard it yet, but I want to be like right there in the row, staring at you. Screw COVID. I want to be there looking at you. I'm here. I'm looking at your show.
Well, see, a lot of people, I think that there is a lane for LGBT plus comedians. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like we don't really, as a community, we don't really support like we, do like, other comedians. So I try to cater to LGBT plus comedians, so that they can have that outlet to perform, and I provide that crowd, even pre-COVID. I used to do at the legendary, iconic Bachelor's Meal. I hosted a show there for a while called Jokes and Thrills at the Bachelor's Meal. And Bobby is very well versed in the Bachelor's Meal. Very,
I'm
very.
sure.
I was the promoter.
Yes. So
Not just the bathroom writing. It was everything else.
yeah, the whole space. The whole
Right. I just
space.
checking. Mhm.
Including the corners.
Right.
Yeah. So
I got jokes.
no, I think it's really important that we provide those spaces, and
Mhm.
we are funny. We're some funny people. You know what I'm saying? Funny like they used to say back in the day, and also funny, haha.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm definitely um, there to support my community, and I will push the agenda, honey. I promise, and I get in.
What's the agenda?
Um, well, not necessarily agenda per se,
Clean it
but
up. Clean it
I
up.
no, well, it's not really clear. I push my community. Let me clarify. So, in straight spaces, I push my gay community. That's what I do.
Oh.
So I'm no holds barred. I'm very well respected in the community, and I am myself in all things. I don't bite my tongue, and I live in my truth. And it's a genuine approach to things. So,
You only
yeah,
have one life. You better enjoy it.
one life to live.
So, do you use your lover in your jokes?
Sometimes I do. Um, Yeah, I definitely use him in my jokes. But we talk about it beforehand. I mean, but there have been times where I've kind of sideswiped him, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you just think of things off the cuff and you're
Wow.
on stage and you're in the moment and you're like blah 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 blah. But nothing too like, revealing. I don't put like, our business out there on the stage.
But do you believe it's always wise to give him heads up? I might say something.
Well, so we're always together. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
So 9 times out of 10, it's something that we've said in conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like I do this thing where, um, I talk about, us being in close quarters and start to get a little petty after a while. And, I do this thing where I'm like, hey, babe, could you please pick up your feet? Like they can hear you on my conference call. And now we talk about each other not picking up our feet when we're walking through the house. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that we've talked about in advance.
Wow.
And it's nothing too detrimental that I'm gonna put out there. So he's all good with that.
Right, right. So we see that Monisha Lanier done chimed in, an entrepreneur from Tallahassee.
Come on, Monisha.
Hey, Monisha.
Hey y'all. Hey.
Hey, see, I like her energy already. See, she's up there. She's like, hey, y'all, what's
She
up?
having a good Friday too.
I'm sorry. It's Good Friday today.
It should be a good Friday every Friday.
Right. I wish I was having a better Friday.
Oh.
Why you say that?
Share with us.
Because I am in graduate school and it's this group work that we're doing. The boys are stressing me out so bad.
So tell us about you. Tell us a little about you, Monisha.
Okay, well, hi everyone. My name is Monisha Lanier. I am a first year professional MBA candidate from Gretna, Florida, and I attend Florida A&M University.
Sweet.
I'm 23 and I'm running 3 businesses. Well, I'm running 2 businesses and I'm about to launch a 3rd one. So that'll be 3 businesses.
You feeling yourself. Talk to us. What's your businesses? What businesses do you have? And
Okay, well,
and to be able to study in an MBA program and run 3 businesses? Come on, what's your businesses?
okay. My first business is graduation stoles. I customize them for the graduates spring, summer, and fall. I have an apparel business that has nothing to do with the graduation stoles. It's original clothing that I draw because I actually draw.
Sweet.
And the 3rd one is hair. I'm about to release a hair business.
And what's the name of the companies?
Hair, as in
What
like
is your
weave? Is it gonna be like a weave, like or product or?
It's gonna be bundles. I'm
Okay,
doing bundled hair.
bundle.
Then I'm going to
Oh,
transition into
Bundle.
wig.
you the supply house. All right.
What's the name of your what's the name of your companies?
The stole business is, everybody knows me by my Instagram name. It's Stole by Mo. STOLEDBY Mo. And the apparel is Daxton Apparel, and then the hair company is the Dax Collection.
Wow. Now, I know from trying to do my nonprofit, there's just one organization. How do you balance your work life and still stay upbeat? Like I said, you say you're going to school as well as running your business. How do you keep your flow going?
Oh,
What
how do I keep my
what
flow
cereal
going?
do you eat in the mornings?
Well, I don't eat cereal in the morning. I get up and I cook a whole pancake, sausage, eggs, and I put rice on my plate. Yeah. I'm 3 meals a day because I'm back in the gym. And honestly, if I don't eat 3 meals before I go to the gym, I'm usually feeling so tired, like I didn't eat enough. But
What's your
That's
IG
what
again?
keeps
What's your
my
IG
personal
again?
or my business?
The business. Souls by Mo.
My personal or my business?
Business.
Okay, it's STOLEDBYMO.
Can I ask a question? Since you got three
Yes,
businesses, are you
yes.
Democrat or Republican?
You said, am I doing okay?
I said, are you Democrat or Republican? You got three businesses.
Is
Oh,
my
you're breaking
sister-in-law
up.
Democrat or Republican? My sister
Yeah.
is just like me. We are Democrats. Not to put it out there like that.
Are you
she
speaking
did.
for her?
She didn't say that. Monisha didn't say that. Are you Democrat or Republican?
You go the way that you were raised, and I'm raised Democrat, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be a Democrat.
But
You
having
really
three
hadn't thought
businesses,
about it.
no,
I'm
but having
sorry,
three
Dennis.
businesses and having three businesses and thinking like you think NBA, those are basically Republicans' ideas.
I mean, honestly, I really the way I've been like
Are they?
learning about different the way I've been learning about different things, I just think the mindsets really depend on the tax bracket you're in. So I can't say, well,
Again,
I don't
That's
know.
Republican.
Republican.
That's Republican.
That's Republican.
Exactly. I said the same thing. The tax
Also,
bracket.
don't feel like you have to be boxed into any
No.
type of
I'm not
category.
I'm
listen, I'm
That's what
not
I was just
mentioning
about to
either.
say.
Yeah.
As I
Right.
was just about to say, like I agree with some of the Republican things, and then I agree with some of the Democratic things.
Right.
So I'm a Democrat, but I'm not a conservative Democrat.
I get you. Because
Understandable.
I thought those ideas were kind of Republican ideas because that's very, we don't think like that generally. And I'm not saying that to be me, Anthony. I'm just saying in general. You are different because you have a business, you stand up comic, things like that. But generally, people don't think like that. Have three businesses, going to school,
And
MBA.
going to school. Come
Yeah.
on. Beautiful.
That's not
Bravo.
a typical.
Yay.
That's really not a typical thing. I feel like here in Tallahassee, I'm not the only one. I feel like we all are in school, and a lot of us have side businesses. That's not really typical.
Yeah, I feel like we're not giving Democrats enough credit. Like Democrats have businesses. Democrats are in school. Democrats, you know what I'm saying? Like they flourish as well. Republicans
Democrats are
aren't
bleeding
the
hearts.
only people that are into the economy. So I don't want to sell Democrats short and as if they are less than as far as economically and or educationally. So
I
yeah.
think they was trying to say that it's a shocker to see someone so young that's so driven to go to school and also have three businesses. I believe it all depends on who raised you also, because if your parents raised you the right way and
You are
instilled
a product of your environment.
you're a product of your environment.
But I'm a first generation student. My parents are really heavy on working. And honestly, I tried working for a little bit, and I feel like I don't want to work with anybody where I'm not learning something to grow my business. Because other than that, I really don't want to work for nobody.
Come on,
Yeah,
Monisha. Come
now
on,
you're making my
Monisha.
Friday so much better.
Hey,
Yes, yes.
I followed you
Create
too. You better
jobs.
follow me
Don't just
back
get
on
one.
I
Instagram.
definitely follow back.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Yes,
gonna find
I
somebody
think it's
graduating so I can get them a stole.
I think it's
Okay.
awesome, and I'm more excited that you are a young African American female. You said 23. You just beginning your life. Don't stop. Don't stop. Continue. Do what you do. Others will follow you. You know, you draw more flies with honey. You
If
know,
I could
keep
turn
doing
back
what
the
you
hands
do.
of time to 23,
Me too. And knew
I
half of what I
would
know
be a
now.
beast. Oh, y'all would hate me.
Yes, keep doing what you doing.
So by y'all having all these things that y'all have done, like Monisha, you got four jobs, well, five to be honest with you, because you got to
Plus
deal with.
school.
No, she got six jobs. She got to deal with her three jobs that she making money from. She got to go to school. She got to deal with her nieces and nephews and her
Oh
man.
God.
And then Anthony, you have your things that you're doing, and have a man. So how do you all balance that with relationships? Because with me and my grand ideas, I know all of y'all know. Well, I know these two know how I am. I have to balance it out with mine, but I have a Lanier with me. So a Lanier with me is all good because they gonna push me to do what I need to do. But how do y'all balance that out to make sure that your mate is satisfied in what you understand what I'm saying?
Or at least
Mhm.
in agreement with you.
Right.
I think it's very difficult that balance. You know what I'm saying? Even though you may be in the same space, it doesn't mean that you're spending quality time with each other. So it's difficult to. You have to basically make time. You have to make time. It doesn't always work. You know what I'm saying? But you just have to make the effort. Go out on dates when you can. Just do little stuff. It's a combination of things that provide the balance.
And you, Monisha?
You've been going out in this COVID? He said he goes out on dates. You've been going out on dates in this COVID?
Well, dates, I mean, we go to the park. We go to the where the water is.
Backyard.
Yeah, I mean, dates don't have to be out, but you know what I'm saying? We also, I felt like somebody was coming in the door. We
Oh my lord.
also, like the other, not too long ago, Kevin made me lunch and we went to the park around the corner. You can't really go in with the car, but you can park on the side and the picnic tables. And it's outside, you know what I'm saying? And we had lunch and he had like a whole array. You can check out my social media and see pictures of it. It was like sunflowers and it was beautiful. So, just doing stuff like that and just going out to eat, ordering food.
But that's an everyday thing with me. I order food every day when I feel like cooking.
Well, see, I cook all the time and I'm tired of cooking. So sometimes
Yeah.
I gotta, you know what I'm saying, order out.
Right.
So you
So
haven't
Monisha,
fallen out of love yet?
Have I fallen out of love?
Yeah, this COVID thing. I mean, every day doing everything, going to the park. I mean, that sounds like really dry. Like, here we go again. We can't go nowhere. Let's go to the park again. Let's do this
Um,
again. Let's do this again. Like how many times can you go to the bathroom and be your office?
we're optimists, so I think it depends on your mindset. We don't really,
Right.
yeah, we don't
Give
think
me
like
a okay. Let me be the optimist. What does that mean? I've been in a relationship for 20 years with my
here
lover.
we go again.
I
Reminiscing.
just said it. Just understand when you say things, you make it sound so like we. What is?
well, I think it's perception. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm presenting how I feel. Now you may perceive it to be we. For me, it's just reality. You know what I'm saying?
But you make it sound so Julia. Like wow, I want to do that.
It is. I
I want
mean,
to go to the park. I
we
want to
have a
order
good
food out.
relationship. I don't know what kind of. I mean,
But
it's not.
we order food too, but it doesn't sound like that's the same order food you order. We get Chinese, but it's like not as fun as
Well,
you make
see,
it
that's a
seem.
rarity for us because I cook down. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we cook all the time. So, for us to order food out, you know what I'm saying, order food in, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's a thing for us.
So it's like some special. Because I'm trying to find that thing again. Like, what makes it new? What makes it fun? This COVID thing is like You
Well,
can't
you've
go
been at
like
it for 20 years, and we've only been at it for 4. So I don't know if I would be able to suggest. I mean, because I'm sure you've pretty much run the gambit in 20 years. But I'm sure you could definitely Google like how to spice up our relationship after 20 years. I'm sure there's a blog or some type of vlog out there
Or y'all
that
could get a cat.
might, yeah, a pet.
we got 3 dogs.
Oh, yeah. This is
3
a-
dogs. And now the dogs sleep with him instead of me.
Monisha, do you have any advice?
How did you
Do
deal
I
with
have
it?
any advice? I was the last person to take advice from because my relationship I'm in is like my first real relationship because I feel like I've just been so
Back in the
young
day.
forever.
Oh, back in the day.
But how
No,
long have
but
you
I just took a little bit from what he said when he was like, you can be in the same space and it's like you're not spending any time with him. He literally said that to me yesterday, and I just be like, why are you acting like I don't be around you when I sit here with you every day
Real
through the
talk.
week? Like, I'm right here. I might be doing schoolwork, but I'm like right here. And he was just like, but I leave you alone because you doing work. So, I see what you're saying. That's
Oh
so
my God.
crazy. I think
We have these same conversations. We have the
I might be
exact same
balancing it
conversation.
terribly though.
Verbatim,
Honestly.
mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Verbatim.
Yep.
Same words, we have this exact same conversation with each other. We live in a digital age, and he's an entrepreneur, he has his own business. I have my stuff
go ahead
going.
and throw it out there? What business do you have?
Yes, The Flunky. It's a concierge service. You can check it out at theflunky.com and also on all social media platforms. So definitely go check that out. We'll both be sitting on the couch, and we're both like,
You're right.
like, but we're also interacting as well. Oh, did you do? Oh, did you? Oh, remember you have to.
Right. Or
What do you? Oh,
we're
what?
singing because I like to play karaoke with him. I got you. I mean,
But you don't always
like,
have to be talking every 5 minutes with them. And sometimes they forget. You don't always have to be saying something to be there with them in presence.
No,
So
you
what's the
don't always have to be
competition like?
saying something.
The competition, because both of y'all seem to be up on y'all game and doing what y'all do in social media. Like, what's the competition like in relationship then? When you're sitting there doing your thing, they're doing this thing. Who achieves the best? I'm a better joke teller. How does that work out?
Oh yeah, it's definitely not a competition. We are a partnership. We're partners, so we don't compete against each other. We actually root for each other. So there's that, and yeah, our mindset is on a how can I say this? A very positive level.
Partnership.
We're both Sagittarius. We're both fire signs. We're both very passionate. And we get it done. We motivate each other. Yeah, and that's how it is.
That's another thing about Sagittarius now.
You're speaking to a Sagittarius.
I know who I'm speaking to. I have
Dennis
one.
is a Sagittarius.
Milton
So
is
don't you understand these things, Dennis? Or am I missing that?
But
Inquire
it's good
minds.
to be because I understand how both of y'all feel because I'm in the same household with Mines, but Mines is a TV holic. You understand what I'm saying? He's not on the social media as much as I am because I know social media is my business. You feel what I'm saying? That's how my business get out there. Is through social media. That's the new age. But Mines is a TV holic. So what I do is, I make sure I have a couple shows that we can watch together. You feel what I'm saying? That way we can have that time. Because I have my own office. We literally, my household have their own room. My baby have his own room. My other big baby have his own room, and I have mine. You feel what I'm saying? Which is my office. You feel me? So we all splatter out amongst the house. But when it's time for us to eat, we all eat together. When it's time for us to watch a show, we all watch the show together. How I make it easier for us, because I get the same thing. You here, but you're not here because I'm always thinking. I could be sitting right beside you like, baby, what do you think about this cake? This peach cake. Or what you think about this business? Because y'all know I come on social media and sell anything or do anything. I know that already. So I'm a hustler to a T. You know what I mean?
I'm a hustler, baby.
Right. I love to grind. But it's hard, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to figure out how to fit that in, to make sure you 20 years, I'm 16. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, 16. And I have to figure out what to do and how to make them happy. I know jeans make them happy. I know shoes make them happy. So I go shopping.
Shoes.
Yeah,
Shoes,
our
baby,
brothers
shoes.
yeah, I related, but shoes, stuff that I know that he likes. Now I cook, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I get tired of cooking because that's my profession. You feel what I'm saying? So I order. So we order out more sometimes. Like especially during when this COVID came, I was cooking every day, like all day, every day. Now I'm tired. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I have a whole full footage freezer full of food, but we just had Jimmy John's. I mean, we not sponsoring them or anything, but I just had Jimmy John's. But
So, Bobby, are you the housewife?
Jimmy
you say
John.
that again?
Are you the housewife?
No, I take her responsibilities. That we all split responsibilities in this house. Sorry, there's no one person do this. I may not do the laundry, but I do.
Dennis is still in the 1950s.
We all split everything together. The child is all both our responsibilities. It's just that I'm home more now. I quit my job to make sure my child don't get COVID or get sick. Because at these times of days, you got to be prepared. You got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to revamp my whole decision of opening up a restaurant because I was about to open up a hot dog joint. So now I'm doing a mobile grocery store. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to think outside the box. 2020, you got to think. That's why we on Zoom now.
Well, hold on one second. I hate to interrupt. I just want to ask a quick question. For Monisha, at 23, what made you want to start 3 businesses? Or even start one business at 23? I mean, since going along with Go ahead.
Okay, so what just happened was I really just had an article in the magazine, The Voyage at Miami. Have you heard of The Voyage Miami magazine?
I saw that article on your social media as I strolled. I saw that. Congratulations.
So thank you. But in that article, I'm pretty much telling you the background of my story. So I spent a lot of time telling my boyfriend like the things that I want to do and just complaining about how school was in the way. And he pushes me and he pushed me and technically he kind of forced me into this really, and he's the reason why I do this every day, not just because like I'm making money off of it, but he kind of pushed me into something I like, and he really like backs me on this. So that's why I was just like, oh my gosh, your significant other is really like helping you, and y'all motivate each other, and that's so nice because I have that too.
Well, you need that.
Can I ask a question? Who's in control of the relationship? You or him?
Who's in control in the relationship?
Yes.
I can't stand that word, but y'all answer the question.
Control.
I know.
Control. That control word. Yeah.
I mean, are we on Mad Men?
Yeah,
Like
I
this
told
is
you
very
1950s.
These relationship questions are very
question.
Control.
I mean,
because I don't feel like I'm controlled.
Somebody gotta be in control. Either you or him.
I don't feel controlled at all. Sometimes he has to kind of like, make sure he has to keep me on track because I'm 23, but he's 25. So I'm actually learning from him.
Anthony, who's in control of your relationship? You or him?
You said me or him?
No.
Absorb that control word. Keep up absorbing it.
That's a weird word, and it's a weird way to look at a relationship. If someone is in control of the other person. So relationship in itself is a partnership. So there's really no one in control because you're both partners. So just to ask who's in control in and of itself seems weird.
Well, who's leading it? I mean, what direction you're going? How does that function?
Well, honestly, honestly, he gave me. I'm gonna be honest. He gave me the idea, and yes, he pushes me. But since he gave me like an idea and motivation, I run it. It's me. I'm running everything. I'm learning
Oh
the
yeah.
background. I'm learning the taxes. I'm in school learning the knowledge that I need. So in the event that I like we don't work, I got this on my own. Talking about control. Do I look like the type to be very submissive? No, not at all. I have to like him.
Come through.
I
I
actually
like what
like
you
him.
Come
said.
So I let
through.
him run stuff sometimes.
So
Monisha, you see, I
Yeah.
didn't even answer the question for you. Chime in, or I already know. So
so
Cause listen, I'm a Leo. Nobody's running me. Sorry. Unless I let it happen. Not running me, but I let you take the lead. I have to do that.
so Dennis, is the word control the synonymous with uh God damn, I just forgot the word that quick. God damn, I got hot. I mean, is the word control synonymous with submissive?
No. I'm saying like the direction you go in, the direction that things. That, if you wake up in the morning time and you gotta have a ideal of you do this, you do this. I'm gonna wash dishes. We need butter. We need bread. How do? If he go get bread, I get bread. We got 2 loaves of bread. We don't need all that.
Y'all don't
We can't go get the.
communicate.
right, that's communication.
That's
So I'm saying,
communication.
but how do you get that control? Who makes those decisions? That has
I
to be
mean,
somebody.
I'm kind of like the girl. So honestly, if without me, he technically wouldn't even put food in his kitchen type thing. So I don't need him to tell me to go and like restock the kitchen. I just know when we get food stamps at a certain type of time of the month, I'm going to get food because I'm not finna sit in the house and starve.
So does he think the same way? Would y'all starve if it was up to him? Would you starve if it was up to him? Is it your
Yes, God.
job?
I just told him this yesterday. I really just told him, I was like, if it was up to you, I would starve. But listen, I can't do that because I like to eat. And then on top of that, this gym stuff is hurting my body. So yes.
You know
So
that's
you
a
take
lie. You won't
control in the food market. So that's your job. It's not his anymore. So I'm thinking of other things have to be the same way on what level you take.
No, it's all about communication, sir. You
Yeah.
understand? Because I'm a cook don't mean I'm gonna be responsible for everything in the kitchen. But I am responsible for everything in the kitchen. But I know who do what better. So I'm not gonna go tell Milton, oh, you worried about what's in the refrigerator. We go shopping together. You understand? Now I cook, you clean. If I cook, you wash.
Who make those damn rules?
No, it's compromising. We working
It's
together.
it's not like you sit down and you make those rules. Sometimes it just happens
Do
naturally.
y'all write the
Y'all
rules
Right,
don't
down
have
and
to
put
make
them on the
right.
refrigerator?
All right, and you just
Right.
don't say nothing about it, and the
It
dishes don't
happens
get
naturally.
washed.
Huh?
You just don't say nothing about it. The dishes don't get washed because nobody's responsible for that.
No, because if you like a clean house like we do, and the way we was raised, oh, them dishes gonna get done whether you do it or not.
Oh, and
So
he's a military brat, so he got OCD probably worse than I do.
oh, because I mean, sometimes you need to ring around the bathtub. I'm not washing that out. That he should have did it after he got out. That kind
No,
of stuff you got to talk about. Like if you do
no.
that every time, that upsets me.
This
Me,
is
I'm
new to
just-
me.
See,
Is
me,
this
the
how
job.
y'all supposed to live?
No, you come back in there. You got to watch the tub out. We want to take a bath because this nigga didn't take don't watch the tub out. Now I tell you, listen. Each time I come in here, I wash it off. I get out. You do the same thing. There are certain things that you have to take control of. If you don't, they get out of hand.
So you think it wouldn't be? I mean, he got out the tub. Why couldn't you wash it every time he came
I didn't dirty it.
out? Okay, okay. So I cook the food you
That's so
cook. So that
funny.
means I gotta go and wash it.
You cook because you want to. I ain't tell you have to cook. I go to McDonald's.
Okay. And I'm the type that I will let you go to McDonald's while I eat my steak that I just cooked.
Just because you want me to wash your clothes and do everything else, that doesn't add
No,
up.
it's all about compromising. You understand? It's also,
Oh Lord.
you know, yeah, you can't just say, oh, I'm not going to do this because you didn't do it. You know what I mean? I know mine's going to help me out regardless. If I did it today, if I leave something on this floor right now and I stepped on it and I come back and don't pick it up, he'll pick it up. You feel what I'm saying? That's the way we are.
Life is too short to be thinking about who's gonna wash the dishes or clean out a bathtub. Let me tell you, if the bathtub needs to be cleaned out, I'm just gonna clean it out. Ain't nobody got time to be thinking about who was in it last. I mean,
Who made the rule up to clean it?
that
It
is
depends on how many
way
times it
too
happens.
tedious to be thinking about in a relationship, and that is just
How many times
life is going on and all things life, and you sitting up here worrying about who was the last one that took the shower. You gotta wash it. No, that is unacceptable.
Yeah. That's how you fall out of love. That when he just asked you
Okay.
about
Super
falling out
fast.
of love.
Super
Okay.
fast.
Like me asking, can I borrow $1? No, I can't be with you if I gotta borrow. You understand what I'm
Who's in
saying?
charge of your relationship?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to get some insight.
They still
What
discussing
you
it.
mean borrowing $1? You supposed to give it to him?
Say it again.
You saying yes, you have to borrow money. Would you just give it to him?
I don't borrow. I said, dear, can I have $1? Oh, dear, you got $1? And you like, yeah, no. And see, mine's he want
Viral. All
he
this.
want a Sagittarius.
Borrow.
So what if it turned to $100? Then what?
Say it again.
What if it's $100?
So you said if your spouse,
Hold on,
right,
hold
your
on.
spouse say, give me $100, is that borrowing it or just giving
Oh,
it?
I just asked for 500 and I got it. I mean, what the fuck are you talking? I mean, what are you talking about?
Oh.
You wouldn't give your partner Dennis $500 because he asked you for it?
I put on social media that I wanted a griller. I wanted a
Y'all
griller.
stingy.
And my spouse wouldn't just got it
Right.
without me asking for it. I mean, that's what a relationship is. The relationship is like Monisha mama and family. They've been together for 59 years. I'm just exaggerating. But you understand what I'm saying? But they get each other. You feel what I'm saying? She said, oh, I need a new car. Big Daddy go get her a new car.
But I feel like if you're a giving person, you're gonna be giving in your relationship. If you're not a giving person, then you're not gonna be a giving person in your relationship. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over. Shall men give? Hey!
Or maybe your expectations might be up too high and you expect him to have to automatically go clean out that bathtub. And so maybe you should just lower your expectations and you won't have all these issues.
Lowered expectation.
So if the thing continues to happen, every time, how long do you put up with it before you get to say something, to do something?
Well, if you've been there for 20 years and
I
you knew he
know,
wasn't
right?
cleaning, you wasn't cleaning out the
Sergeant to the
bathtub.
air,
So,
20 years,
come
like,
on.
if y'all don't know who's supposed to clean out the bathroom at 20 years, I'm just like confused.
Let it go. The tub dirty.
That tub is filthy.
Yo,
Let it go.
Let it be. Shoot.
No, that's what I'm saying. I end up doing it because I'm like, oh, here we go again.
Just
You
like
started that in the first 6 months, so you'd established that you was gonna clean up anyway.
No. At first, it was different. You got comfortable.
at first is what, the first 5 years? I'm trying to like wrap my head around the time frame.
The 20 years and now you feeling all this. You'd
Yeah,
already accepted it. You accepted it in year 3. I'm sure of it.
year
How
2,
does that work?
6 months.
When he got out of that bathtub and left that black ring around the tub, you went on there and started cleaning it up. You complained a little bit and you cleaned it. And that set the trend up to 20 years.
Is that how that works?
and is the black ring in the tub after each shower? I'm not understanding, like, because I
Oh
don't.
my god.
I'm trying to grasp, like, how often is the black ring in there for it to be such an issue? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, is it after every shower? Are we playing in mud and then getting into the shower? And like,
Does he do construction work?
I had issues as a kid. My mom and dad make you spray the shower down each time you take a shower. And I think everybody should do that, spray the shower down each time you take a shower. Just don't get out and leave it. Because when it's wet, that's when the water rolls down, my mama said. And it cleans the shower at the same time. But if you let it sit, it gets dry. You got to scrub it. He doesn't just spray it. We got spray it down so it won't get backed up or get bad.
y'all had to turn y'all TV off too when it was raining, right?
when it was lightning.
It was very much
You know, they
like
tried thunder
God
and
is doing
lightning.
his business. God is doing his business. Turn all that shit off.
Okay, comedian, huh? You got jokes.
No, I'm just pulling life references.
Right.
Right. It was true. We did have to cut TV off, and we can answer the phone.
Mm, giving very
That was terrible. You
Very
got
bad.
people in control and you won't clean out the tub.
Well, listen,
Oh.
I was raised that way because it was like certain things you had to do. And my father was a military guy too, so he said if you paint or wax his floors, you should be able to eat off of it when you get done with it.
Oh,
You
So
said
that's how my
wax the
father
floor.
was. So,
that's
no,
always
he
been weird to me. Like, I'm gonna go around
wax
eating off
everything.
of floors. Like that whole statement is just always been weird. I want to be able
Yeah,
to
but it
eat
should be that clean. It should be that clean. I should be able to scatter flour. It should roll across my floor. It should be so clean.
So if your father was like that, so you went and got a partner that was totally opposite of that.
I didn't know there was opposite. I had to learn that.
Totally opposite of that. I mean, I'm just asking questions.
You should have found that out 3 months within.
Right, talk about 20 years.
I told
You
you,
know.
Dennis had to like it. You had to have liked that kind of stuff.
And then the funny thing is, like I was just saying that how I cook and he washed dishes. I think that happened one day. I just had a gathering at our house, and he just went in there and started washing dishes as I cooked. So it just started off that way. It wasn't me.
But you know what I think it comes from? The main thing that we have to do in our house is my mom, you know, she cooking every day. So the nice thing to do is go wash dishes. My God. If I don't know how to do anything else, I can clean the kitchen.
Yes, y'all can. And he know, and that's his. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's his responsibility, but that's what he does. He cleans the
Don't
kitchen.
say it, Bobby. It's his responsibility. Y'all set that up.
Well, my responsibility is the bathroom. You understand? And my son's responsibility is dump every trash can that's in his house. Every small trash can that's in here, he has to dump it. You understand?
Our
We
relationship
all
is
have
on a more organic, like, I don't think we delegate responsibilities. Like, I think that we just naturally tend to do more things than others sometimes, but it's whoever needs to do it, it just naturally gets done. I mean, but even
This is a partnership.
yeah, but even that's in the early inception of a relationship. Like I came from a family who washed dishes. You know what I'm saying? So when I would go over Kevin's house, I mean, if there was dishes in the sink and we're cooking, I'm gonna wash the dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was something that we noticed early on about ourselves. Now, if I were to go over Kevin's house and every time I went over there, it's a sink full of dishes, then that would give me a red flag. I'm like, oh, Kevin don't like to clean up. And would we be in this situation now if that were the case? I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that you find out very early on in a relationship that you either learn to deal with or you accept or you attempt to change, which normally never happens. So, you know, those are like very first 6 months type of things that you learn, you know, and then after that, you know that you are going to either deal with these things because you've fallen in love with this person, or you're going to just take up the slack. So it's really a decision that has to be
But
made.
some people have to take 20 years to make these decisions.
Oh, okay. It's a 20-year decision, like 12 years a slave. It's like
Right.
Oh no.
years of relationship.
Y'all have such beautiful relationships. I have no clue how that happens.
Well,
When I
Dennis,
grow up, I'm gonna be just like y'all.
I'm gonna ask the question. You're playing devil's advocate. So, in your relation, who determines who pays the rent and who pays the grocery bill?
Luckily, we don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
I don't pay rent.
I'm glad because
I don't buy groceries.
You're right.
Thank
I mean,
God.
you know, I wasn't gonna jump in, you know, because we have to talk about who's gonna do it that month.
If I had to worry about those things, it probably would have been over with.
Also, Dennis, what I want you to start doing is speaking positively over your relationship. I want you to start choosing your words wisely. I want you to speak life into your relationship, and
Right.
the cynicism, take it away. We cast that cynicism out right now. Yeah, and just I want you to be a little more optimistic when talking about your relationship. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna need some pointers because I'm trying to figure out
After
how.
20 years, you still need pointers.
Well,
My
okay,
point is to you, start over.
I'm dead.
Well, I never like to, encourage people to start over. It's
No,
just
it's a joke. It's a joke.
well, no, I mean, but is it really a joke? I mean,
I'm-
it sounds viable.
everything that he said, I
Because
was-
you know there could be some hint of truth in
Yeah,
it.
it might be a little viable, but at the same token, it's like, yo, if you love the person, y'all got to figure out how to make it work, and you also have to figure out how to make each other happy. Like that should happen like kind of naturally after that long. Should
Well,
kind
that must have worked. Y'all
I
made
mean,
each other happy for this long, so it must have
20
worked.
years? That's a long time. I'm not gonna be with nobody for 20 years if I'm not happy. I'm not gonna be with nobody
No.
for 4 years if I'm not happy. If I'm not happy, it's not working. So
No.
something needs to be done, or something we need to talk. I mean, unhappiness is just not an option for
It's
either of us,
crazy.
because both of us should be happy.
the whole time. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how does that work.
Well, that's not life. That's not reality. You're not happy. Like, nobody's happy 24 hours a day, 365 days a year,
But
360
I
days in
grant
a
that.
week.
I'm just saying in general, and
In
looking at
general,
linear
yes,
relationships.
yes.
Mm.
You have to
But at
create
least
the
with that
happiness.
person,
Like,
you have to create it. I'm gonna keep going and think because you got to create a happiness.
yeah,
It
you
don't
have
it
to. I mean,
materialize.
yeah, exactly. You have to put effort into it. You know what I'm saying? And it's difficult. It's not easy at all. It's not by no means,
No, it's not. It's
but it's necessary. You
So
know.
the way you talk about it is not the way it is.
I'm not sure what that question means.
What does that
Well,
mean?
you saying that now I'm getting it all as hard, but then you can do it. I mean, like, how can you have it both ways?
No, because you
Do
have to
you
put
still
the
care for
work
that
in.
person?
Yeah.
Do
Absolutely,
you care for that person?
absolutely. I have no issues with the person. I think they just don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't know, but I mean, I'm not. It's not that I'm unhappy. I just don't understand why people don't get it, or why they don't get it.
But I think that you can't rationalize someone else's insanity. You can't think about what somebody else and try to understand why they're like that. You can't do that. You're human unless you're I mean, you're like, you have telepathy or something.
Well, hold on, Anthony. He might be an enabler and just don't know it. He's one that enables them to do it and just don't know it.
Maybe
Enable what?
Allows them to
Whatever.
do it. And then,
the things the things that are getting on your nerves.
Yeah.
You
It's
allow
the fact that they don't understand what's really going on. It's like, how do you get across something that you said for years, but they still don't understand that? Like, you ain't got to be that way. You ain't got to do this. It's all good,
Well, first of all, I'm not gonna be saying nothing for years.
Is that the
Not no
same
20
thing as
years.
saying right? Is that the same thing as saying stop, but you really mean go?
It's very passive aggressive. Like,
So passive aggressive.
you deal with what you put up with, and that's
An enabler.
yeah. So
so you saying I put up with it because I deal with it?
Because you want to deal with it.
Oh,
no.
You want to deal with that.
You actually love it.
Right. Don't take it even farther, Bobby. Take it farther. You love it.
Because it's 20 years. You love it. I mean, you
and
don't
I'm starting to think you have a fetish for cleaning out bathtubs. Like,
Right. With black
like
rings.
low key, like there's some type of
and whatever issue that goes on, you love it because it's 20 years.
Right.
I mean, like Anthony said, you have your ups and you have your downs. No one's gonna be in the house. We both smiling from ear to ear. You know what I mean? But you got to work for what you want. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all got to both want it. You feel me? So if y'all both want it, you will have whatever you're looking for.
Well, they say they want it, but it's not like that. I had to move out to
You
even
gotta
realize that that's what they wanted.
Hold on, bing, 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 bing. Last call for alcohol. Just thought I'd throw that in there so let y'all know in announcements or anything. Got 5 minutes to go. Last call for alcohol.
Well, that's right. That's Bobby Leroy's That Old Country Boy Mobile Kitchen. That's right. That Old Country Boy Mobile Kitchen will come to your neighborhood real soon. We'll be having produce, fruits, vegetables, and we are all blah, blah, blah. Y'all done got me nervous. Y'all, I'm on all social media.
Calm down, Betty. Calm down.
Okay, you ain't cleaning out bathtubs.
That is That Old Country Boy Mobile Market. That's right. That Old Country Boy Mobile Market. We have all produce, fresh milk, fresh eggs, and we'll be in your neighborhood in the Minneapolis, Twin Cities area. And you can check us out on all social media platforms. And also coming soon, our website at thatoldcountryboymobilemarket.com. But also, don't forget Bobby Leroy's Kitchen. Well, you know it's that time of the year before Thanksgiving. Call me. I got your cakes. I got your desserts. That's Bobby Leroy's Kitchen. You can check me out on Facebook and on Instagram.
Have y'all voted?
Oh, yes. Please vote quick now. With a
You can early
Facebook.
vote at the Urban League on 2100 p.m. over North still today. So tomorrow from 10 to 4, you can go to Urban League and early vote. Don't forget. Anthony, I would love to meet you in person. It was so much fun.
Certainly.
Okay.
Cheers. Thank you all for being here.
Yes, and don't forget about Gays in Space.
So actually, first and foremost, I would love for you guys to tune into Black Think Tank. It's an amazing show. We talk about all things blackity black, black, black. We also have a Black business shout out. So Monisha, you can definitely hit us up and submit to be on Black Business Shout Out. Okay, so also, that's Black Think Tank with Anthony and Patrice every Tuesday on Facebook Live. All you have to do is look up Black Think Tank with Anthony and Patrice on Facebook, and you'll see the page, like the page, follow the page. That's every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Also, Gays in Space. That is November the 12th, which is the second Thursday in November. It's Violet Gray is the headliner. It's an amazing comedic experience. You guys should definitely check it out. You can find me on all social media platforms at Anthony Oakes. That's OAKES comedian, and also AnthonyOakesComedian.com. Again, that's AnthonyOakesComedian.com.
Sweet. And Monisha?
I love that. Yeah.
Anything you want to say before we
Yes.
let you go? Because we happy you came out here too.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm not like Bobby and Anthony. They have like ads on go ready.
They prepped it
Oh
before the
man.
show.
It could
Well,
be
make sure y'all check out Stoves for Mo. And she's on Instagram for that. And also check out Dexton and Company. You know, I have a couple of t-shirts that you get all sizes. Trust me, it's on point, it's well made, and it's good quality. Make sure you check out Stoves by Mo and also Dexton and Company. All right? And they are all social media platforms also. All right? And that's from Monisha Lanier.
If y'all send me y'all address, I'll send both of y'all the BIPOC t-shirt. It's like the one you see in the background. So I can send probably y'all address, and I'll send y'all a t-shirt.
Okay.
I think you already have it.
Again,
you.
everybody,
you.
everybody, we want to thank you all for joining us again for another episode of the BIPOC Happy Hour. Check us out again next week. We're here Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays of every week. BIPOC is Black Indigenous People of Color. Come and join us, and we'll see you again. And thanks to Anthony Oakes and thanks Monisha Lanier for joining us. Thank y'all. Have a good weekend.
All right. Good night, y'all. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me too.
I sent all the information to you already, so y'all got